We're back with Amy, whose 14-year-old son lost his life after experimenting with drugs laced with fentanyl. Also with us is the head of the Drug Enforcement Administration Administrator, Ann Milgram. Administrator Milgram, I mean, the dealers, they have become so sophisticated and a fine-tuned machine. They actually use emoji codes to communicate on apps. So tell us more about that.
We track this every day at DEA. We're following what the drug dealers are doing and how they're selling. They don't then write that they're selling, Oxy or Percocet or Adderall. They'll use an emoji, a sort of code that people will know when they're on those sites. And you have some of them here today. Some of them are pretty obvious, like a pill for Percocet or Xanax or Adderall. But then there are codes that are a little bit less obvious, like a parking sign for Percocet, a chocolate bar, or a bus for Xanax, or an A train for Adderall. Again, one of the things that we think is important is that families, parents, people understand that this can be happening and that they're vigilant, both in talking to their kids about fentanyl and fentanyl poisoning that's leading to deaths, but also that they're monitoring their kids' social media use and they're looking for some of these emojis. Now, I don't want to say that everyone who puts 100 in their social media or that has, a sort of fire or snow emoji is involved in either drug sales or drug purchases. We know that's not the case, but these are some telltale signs of what drug traffickers are doing. And again, they're on social media because they know that millions of young people are there. It's largely anonymous and they can access a lot of people. So all of us have to be really vigilant at what's happening.
We really, really do. And Dr. Sportelli, I mean, parents, their job has just gotten significantly more troublesome and difficult. What is your advice for parents?
The first foundation is an open dialogue. You have to have an open dialogue with your children, no doubt, about what's going on. The other thing is, as Administrator Milgram said, make sure you know what your kids are doing online. Right? If a child is under 18, there's no reason they should be hiding in their room in an isolated spot on their phone 24/7. Know what sites they use, know what apps they use, talk to them about it. And I'm not saying that you have to come down hard on them like an authoritarian figure, but just get to know them. What do they like? Why do they use these sites? And then take it a step further and educate them about what's going on. Of course, it's age appropriate, but very, very important that your children are aware. As Administrator Milgram said, teach them, because education is the key here. They have to understand how dangerous it is and how people can prey on them.
Parents, be particularly vigilant and seek help when necessary. All right, Amy, thank you so much for coming today, sharing your story. We wish you all the best. And Administrator Milgram, thank you so much. You're leading the U.S. response and educating. Your commitment is huge. Thank you, and you're coming here today. I know you have a very busy schedule. It really has been an honor for you to be here with us today.
Thank you so much for having me.